You know that feeling, right? You're in an epic TTRPG battle. Everything's on the line, and then it all grinds to a halt for a math lesson. Well, today, we're breaking down a system that's designed to get the rules out of the way of the story, letting you and your friends finally move at the speed of your imagination.
Oh, yeah, we have all been there. The dragon roars, the hero draws their sword, and everything just stops for an hour of dice rolling and number crunching. The source material calls that cognitive fatigue, and let's be honest, it's the ultimate big bad evil guy when it comes to immersive storytelling. But what if there was a better way? What if the rules could actually help the story instead of slowing it down? This system tackles that exact problem by transforming the classic ability scores into a tool for high-speed creative play. You ready to see how it works? The solution here is actually pretty simple, but really smart. It expands the 6 classic ability scores we all know and love. So instead of a single abstract number for, say, strength, each one branches out into 4 specific sub-abilities. And just like that, you've got this intuitive decision tree for players and DMs.
Just take a look at this. This slide lays out the entire system in one elegant view. You see, you don't just have strength anymore. You have 4 very distinct ways to apply it. That's 24 clear, actionable choices. And that is the key to faster, more dynamic gameplay.
All right, let's start with the physical abilities. This approach gives you so much more granularity for your character's actions. No more vague, I make a check to see if I'm strong enough. Now you have a whole new level of control over your hero's physical presence in the world.
This is exactly what we mean by granularity. Are you trying to crush and break the lock on a chest, or are you trying to push and open the entire portcullis? Hey, maybe you want to lift and toss a goblin at his buddy. The choice is yours, and the mechanic is right there to support your narrative. And imagine this. Your rogue doesn't just have good dexterity. They have a specific percentile chance to detect noise around a corner or to disarm that super complex trap. That's direct, tactical control over those high-stakes, precision-based tasks. In Constitution becomes so much more than just hit points. It's about moment-to-moment survival. Your system shock score, that determines if a massive blow knocks you unconscious. Incapacitated governs your ability to keep fighting while you're wounded. And potion failure, well, that's that risky check you make to see if you can safely chug a healing potion in the middle of a fight. All right, we've covered the body. Now, let's talk about the mind. The mental abilities here aren't just for role-playing. They are the engine that drives every single spell, psionic talent, and supernatural event in the entire game. Think of intelligence as your character's mental processor. It's not about how many spells you can cast, but how complex they can be. A higher intelligence is like upgrading your CPU. It unlocks higher spell levels and a wider variety of psionic sciences. So if intelligence is the processor, then wisdom is the power grid. It measures the sheer volume of supernatural energy you can channel. It's the difference between a flickering candle and a raging inferno, determining just how much raw power you can actually wield. And then there's charisma. And listen, this isn't just about being charming. It's a tangible force that mechanically determines your ability to inspire followers, bolster their morale in the face of absolute terror, and even negotiate with the powers of the multiverse themselves. So how do intelligence and wisdom really work together? Well, they're basically 2 sides of the same supernatural coin, creating this universal system that governs everything from casting a simple cantrip to commanding entire legions of the undead. This slide says it all, really. Intelligence is the blueprint. It determines what spells you can comprehend. Wisdom is the power source. It determines how much of that energy you can channel. You absolutely need both to be a truly effective spellcaster. And this partnership extends to every single supernatural domain. Take necromancy, for instance. Your intelligence determines how many complex undead you can animate and control, while a cleric's faith-based ability to turn or destroy them is fueled by their raw wisdom. It's a beautiful balance. So what's the real payoff at the table? Imagine a game where the action never stops, where all the math is done before the dice even hit the table. That's the power of front-loading the mechanics into these clear, simple sub-abilities. It's a simple but really powerful loop. You have these intuitive choices, which leads to way less mental juggling. And that frees up both players and DMs to focus on the narration. The result? A more immersive, more engaging, and frankly, a more fun game for everyone at the table. So what stories are you going to tell when the rules get out of the way and just let the fun lead?
A system like this really puts you in the director's chair. So go on. Go make some magic.